Alrighty, what's up everybody? My peeps, what's going on you sexy bitches? It is I, your travel god for extreme heavyweight champion of the world, still undefeated by the way. It is I, Peter Joseph here, for a Tuesday night video, right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. As always, make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there in the description box below on this channel and my other channels as well. Show your love and support, leave a comment on the video if you like. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can, but only on the topic at hand. And if you leave stupid comments, bye-bye, so long, farewell. You get sent to the Shadow Realm, where Rosemary, Abaddon, and Satan will all eat your souls. Trust me, they will. So don't do it. So, be respectful of the channels. If not, you're gonna get blocked. You don't like it? Too tough shit, asshole. Go cry to your mama, little bitch. And that's pretty much it. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you miss anything, you need to get slapped. Because you're SOL. And you know what that means. Ha ha ha. And if you don't know what it means, look it up before you get slapped again. But it is what it is. So, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish, and all that other good shit. And if you're brand new here, well, welcome to the party, pal! By the way, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's not. Trust me, it is not. I know it's based around Christmas Eve, but it's not a Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says. It is not a Christmas movie. I don't even know why they even broadcast it around this time, but, you know, it's not a Christmas movie. Just saying. Anyway. So, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and all that other good shit. And if you're brand new here, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab this toasty, nice, cold one. Grab one of your own. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You know, fuck off. Get off my channel. Go on your dead channel with 13 subs. Or less. Go to your irrelevant dead channel. That's all I gotta say about that. And we move on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday night. You know what that means? We got NXT live tonight on the CW11. They're going to be taping next week's show as well. From the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. Because it's Thanksgiving week, and thankfully, the great man that he is, Hunter, is giving everybody off until next Saturday. Good man, Hunter. Good man. He did it last year, too. Now it's a yearly thing. You gotta love it. Like, the last show you do is pretty much Monday or Tuesday, and then you're done. You know, with a little bit of the house shows, you know, a couple of house shows, and then you're back home with your families for a little, like, a day or two, maybe. Have a nice Thanksgiving meal, and then you're back on the road. Pretty much Friday, and then, you know, for Survivor Series weekend, because you gotta prep that shit. Gotta pretty much have your dinner, get on the first flight in the morning to Vancouver, and then you gotta do all the press and all that shit that day, which is a bit insane. Or you gotta leave that night. Thanksgiving night you gotta leave. That too. That was a good one. But I digress. So, well, you know, I hope the men and women of the WWE and NXT have a great Thanksgiving coming up next week. As we roll out the final 6 weeks from today is the end of the year. 5 weeks from today is the greatest day in the world. The greatest day in the world, we all know that is. Level 48 will commence, and then Christmas the next day. So, 5 weeks away from Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. We are 9 days away from Thanksgiving and the start of the holiday shopping season. So, You want to get your Black Friday deals? You better get it early. I'm ready. I already know I'm getting a Black Friday deal for my birthday. It's actually gonna be Rose is getting me something from I don't know where, but it's gonna be a secret special surprise. Not that type of surprise. That's my birthday, but that's something else. But we move on with that. But getting something pretty damn nice and not so expensive. No, it's not like $20 or anything like that. It's way more than that. Try 10 times more than that. From what she's telling me, but it is what it is. So we got that, so Thanksgiving's coming up next week. Next Thursday, excuse me. Cheers. And then right after that, we are officially on the countdown clock almost. 35 official days from now. Well, I guess you can call it 34 and a half, but it's 35. 35 days away from Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And then 42 days away from the end of the year and the start of 2025. Can't wait for that. But we'll talk about that as we roll on through this weekend. Into the Survivor Series, I gotta do full gear predictions. Probably be doing that early Saturday. Because I will not be around all day Saturday after I do that video. I am gone. For pretty much most of that day. Because I am gonna be at not all day, but most of the afternoon and into the night. I will be gone working, basically. It's about a concert that night, so it's gonna be epic. We'll be filming, of course, because of my Metal Guy channel, working the audio board and taking videos, not a lot of video, but some video, and then singing my ass off. I'm probably blowing out my voice. But the price you pay when you work in the music business, like I do. But I digress. So, got that, and then, got some other things coming up, right after Thanksgiving. Got another concert. And then pretty much December is pretty much free. I don't really got nothing. Oh, actually, I got Final Battle December the 20th at the Hammerstein. I'm still. Tickets should be going on sale very soon, or if they're on sale now, get them. Because the Hammerstein will definitely sell out. Because it's in New York, why not? And I don't know about Collision the next night. I haven't heard anything about it. There's a rumor that Collision was going to be at the Hammerstein as well the next night. So both shows could sell out. That would be great. And it should be live. But knowing... I don't know. I would love for the Collision to be live from the Hammerstein. That would be epic. But we'll see. See what happens as we get closer and closer to those dates. And that's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got NXT coming up in a little bit. Pretty much the big news on the show. We got Chase U on the line tonight. And a shot at Trick Willie and the NXT World Title. We got Ridge Holland and Mr. Chase, Andre Chase. No more contenders match to see who faces Trick Willie at Deadline coming up in 3 weeks. No, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, December the 7th. I don't even know where it is, actually. I don't even know where Deadline is. I don't know if it's at the Capitol Wrestling Center or it's somewhere in America. I think it's in Minnesota. I don't know. Some shithole in America. But we got that. Alright, so we'll see what happens tonight on NXT. Should be a good show. And then, don't forget, next week, pretty much everything is taped. Except for Collision. Not Collision, sorry. Dynamite. Because Dynamite will be the Aftermath show and Thanksgiving Eve show. Right after Full Gear this Saturday night. But we'll talk about Full Gear. Well, the predictions on early Saturday morning, early Saturday afternoon, and then maybe late Saturday night. I might do a review, or most likely it'll be Sunday afternoon. We'll get your Full Gear review because there's no Collision. So, and then next week's Collision, 4 o'clock start, and then Rampage going head to head with the start of the Survivor Series. I can only imagine that the ratings are going to be very bad for Collision and Rampage. At least 200 to 300,000 at most. But see what happens with that. One other note before I start the quick thoughts about Monday Night Raw. SmackDown got its worst rating ever, almost. I think it's ever on the USA Network. 1.2! Well, I shouldn't say, but, I think that was kind of given because of the Mike Tyson fight, which didn't really start at 8. I don't think that event started at 8. I think it started at 9. So I don't know why, SmackDown got a 1.2. Show wasn't that bad. But damn, 1.2 for SmackDown. That's gotta hurt. I don't know what Raw did last night. We'll probably find out tonight or tomorrow. But we got that. Alright, so really quickly, let's get to, speaking of Raw, it is time for your Monday Night Raw thoughts. You understand? Thoughts. For last night, November the 18th, 2024. You're watching this video on November the 19th, 2024. Thank you all for watching once again here on the Killer Demons channel. I am Peter Joseph, your gracious host, and one sexy bitch. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so, Raw emanated from the Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And as always on Monday nights, well, except for last week, well, not last week, a couple weeks ago. But anyway, we had Joe Tessitore and Bad News Wade Barrett. No, I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. We get that. Alright, once again, we are taped from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I think Monday might be live. I'm not sure. So, we'll see. But what you do know is SmackDown next week is taped. Because it's from Utah. And they're taping that show this Friday, which is live. So, we got that. Alright, so we start the show off with the Raw Women's Champion, Liv Morgan, and her bestie, Raquel Rodriguez. They come out, Liv knows Bianca Belair, and Jade are gunning for her. Maybe for her Raw Women's title. So she has some backup in the SmackDown Women's Champion, Nia Jax, Candice LeRae, and Tiffy Tiff Daddy! Yes. I just want to say hi. Oh, okay. Tiffany Stratton, ladies and gentlemen. So they all come out. Nia gets right to the point. She's like, Liv, I don't like you. I don't dislike you. I don't even give two fucks about you. Or Raquel. But I care and I think about Bianca, Jade, and Naomi a lot. Don't answer that. Anyway, speaking of them, they come out, and then my third wife, Io comes out, looking amazing as always. So they get in the ring, and basically it's a 5-on-4, and Liv kind of points that out and says, hey, somebody forgot to do their math. 1, 2, 3, 4, you're outnumbered, asshole. What's your fifth partner gonna be? Well, then we hear, this is my brutality! Mommy Rhea Ripley comes out in her protective mask looking dashing. And she just gets in the ring and says her best Regal impression. Regal, you can say it for her. Okay, Sunshine. War Games! So, she shouts War Games, so that match is now official, 5-on-5. So, Mommy decks Liv with her protective mask, and then all hell breaks loose. Io hits probably one of the best moonsaults you will ever see by a woman. Clears out a few of the villains as Raquel and not Raquel, sorry. Liv run to the hills, basically, and runs off. And that's basically it. And then Team Rhea is now formed, and there you go. So we got Rhea Ripley, Naomi, Jade, Bianca, and Io taking on Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. Women's War Games match. You know Io's gonna do some woohoo crazy shit from the top of the cage with probably a trash can, like she's done the last 6 times, and she's only 1-4. 1-4 in War Games. That is sad. 0-2 on the main roster. 1-4 in NXT. But damn, she is just amazing in that cage. She's just built for the cage. Because she's crazy. And I love her, that's why. I dig those crazy chicks. I digress. And yes, Def Leppard and Journey, by the way. Great concert at MSG back in 2018. Great concert. And if you hate Def Leppard and Journey, well, fuck you! Go listen to Bieber. Oh wait, you can't because he's irrelevant now. Ha He hasn't had a hit since in like 3-4 years now. Yeah, another kid. I don't know how he procreates with Hailey Bieber. Somebody should have cut his dick off, but that's another story for another time. Now we're gonna have little Biebers running around in like 15 to 20 years. We'll be hearing baby, 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 oh, shoot him in the head. Get out of here. Should not be in the music business. Get him out. I think Celine Dion as a kid, get them out too. Stay in Canada. Both of you. Disgrace to Canada. You know the best part of Canada is? Nickelback, Bryan Adams, among others. Another guy, Mike Myers, comes from Canada. But they should freaking deport Celine Dion and deport Bieber to hell. First class ticket. Down there, and Satan will eat their souls! Right, Satan? That's right! I kicked their ass, and I'll eat their souls! And you better believe it, Gilmore! Oh, that's Joseph. Oh, right, I forgot. You're my right-hand man, right? That's right! Okay. Anyway, moving on. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so I got the Women's War Games match all set up, and I gave the first part of the show 3.25 out of 5 stars. Then we get a recap of what happened last week with pretty much Bronson Reed, El Gordito, joining Team Solo Mibuki on their War Games team. And, well, we don't have a 5th guy yet for Roman's team, the OG Bloodline. But maybe we might get it tonight. Well, we might get it later. Or did we? So we got that. Alright, so then we get to the action, because all of us talking a lot more action right here on BCR. Raw. So we got that. So we had a mixed tag team match. When was the last time we saw a mixed tag team match in WWE? A couple years. So we had the LWO of Rey Mysterio, Booyaka Booyaka, and his tag team partner, Zelina Vega. They take on the team of Ivy Nile and Chad Gable. Sheesh! Thank you. Of American Made. It was a pretty decent match. 10 minutes exactly. Nice little teamwork by Rey and Zelina, as Rey picked up a running Zelina and just like tossed her up the Gable, and then Zelina hits a Super Karana. That was nice. I still think they should push Zelina. It's been like almost 200 days, and she... I still don't understand why she is not in this women's U.S. title tournament. Why? It feels like Zelina is in catering, but not really. She's like on the outside, kind of looking in. Hey, who's booking those cookies? You know. Pretty much BFAB these days, but I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even care. But anyway, match continues. Gable plants Ray with a DDT, so then Vega comes in for that, like I said, pop-up Hurricanrana, and Ray hits the 619, then the springboard splash, he drops the dime on Chad Gable, 1, 2, 3 to get the win, and there you go. But seems like Chad Gable, ever since that little heel turn, and then basically every freaking week they were getting blown away by the Wyatts. Down the drain. Same thing with the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile. Sad. Seems like Hunter doesn't know what to do now. Just send him back to NXT. Why not? Alright, speaking of the Creeds, Gable gets up and starts yelling at the Creeds, who almost start fighting each other. And like, I fucking hate you. And then everything calms down. It was all a ruse. Like, he's trying to fire up the team. Yeah, fire him up, and you're losing almost every fucking week. Gotta do something. But it is what it is. Alright, then we go to the Judgment Day Clubhouse. They're still playing WWE 2K24. Soon to be TK24. What's WWE 24, or whatever it is now. Whatever it is. But TK is coming back and gonna be representing WWE 2K25. If it is called TK25. Really should be called SmackDown vs. Raw 25. Just saying. Just saying, because I saw a picture of that on Twitter. I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. So we can see what happens with that. Alright, so Fiend Balor calms Liv down, because she's pissed at what happened with Mommy and everything. So he sends Golito, who's pissed on the face of people who don't want to be cool. And Dominic Galero, let's say. After War Machine, to soften them up before, they eventually have to face War Machine for the Raw Tag Team belts. And then, so they leave, and then JD McDumpfox says, I need to talk to you, Finn. So we get that. So we move on with that. But anyway. Alright. Then we get a video of The Miz bragging about fooling the Wyatts last week. Which leads to the Final Testament's beatdown. First time we saw the Wyatts get destroyed. And then we saw Miz's eye all messed up. It was like a little bitty cut. And then he's talking to Killer Kross, and basically saying, "Oh, I should get an Oscar for my performance last week. It could relaunch the Marine franchise." Yeah, right. What the last 3 fucking movies went? Where did they go, Miz? Oh, that's right, straight to DVD. Like your Christmas movie with Becky. Becky Lynch was in a movie with Miz. How? And it sucked. Fucking Christmas movie. But I digress. And then Killer Kross, basically says that, they pretty much, they still want to go after the Wyatts a little bit. I don't know. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Anyway, then we get a recap of Poppy Priest getting in Walter's head last week with that epic promo, basically demolishing him on the mic, and then taking out Marcel Barthel, and then, in the match, and then staring down Walter to kind of, after that. So anyway, we see Walter in the back, the World Heavyweight Champion, telling Marcel to go make a name for himself, whatever that might mean. I think we'll find out in a minute. So after Marcel leaves, Walter's like, ooh, he sees Poppy signing something in another, right near him, and tries to go after him. He locks him in a sleeper hole. That didn't work because Poppy gets out of that. Then he lays out Walter with a pipe shot, right in the gut. Lays him out, and then says, and then Adam Pearce like, hey, what's going on here? And Poppy tells Adam Pearce that Walter may be the ring general, but I'm still the king in the streets. Ooh. Street fight? No. I would love that stipulation, but they're probably just going to get a rematch. We get that. So that was good. So, Poppy is getting in Walter's head, and Walter's going completely berserk. I still think he's going to retain at Survivor Series, which sucks, but, gotta accept it. Alright, then we go to the Intercontinental title. We got Braun Breaker taking on Sheamus. Fella! 13.5-minute match. This was great. Back and forth they went. Braun using his speed with that big-time clothesline. They go to the outside, beating the crap out of each other, throwing him into the steps, and then Braun hits Sheamus hits the spear. Cuts off the spear with a big knee strike for near fall. And then Braun tried again, and this time connects, and then Sheamus, being smart, goes to the outside, and then Braun's like, alright, I'm going to try another one all the way around the ring. And then out of nowhere, Marcel Barthel decapitates him almost, and that causes a disqualification. So Braun keeps the belt, but that was obvious he was going to keep it, but I didn't think by DQ. So we get that. And then afterwards, Marcel lays both of them out. I'm like, triple threat match? Possibly. And we move on with that. Then we had a video on Dakota Kai, who returned from injury last week to join up with Kyrie and Io to beat, what did they beat last week? PFC? Poorly fried chicken. But we move on. Then we see Sami Zayn and the Usos, Jimmy and the Yeet Man, Jay. They're trying to get Seth freaking Rollins to join their team, but Rollins is like, I'll team with you, I'll team with you, I'll team with you, but I will not team with Roman, bitch. So he's like, I'm not going to team with Roman, I got to worry about Bronson Reed in the main event later. You're an idiot, Seth. You're an idiot. And now people saying that Punk's going to join Roman's team. Yeah, right. Alright, I'll believe that when I see it. I mean, it is the 1-year anniversary of Punk coming back to the Survivor Series. I just can't see Punk on that team. I know he's a Paul Heyman guy, but, it doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit. It's like Bronson Reed not fitting on Team Solo, but he's Samoan. Nobody knew that. I didn't even know that. I'm like, wait, he's Samoan? What? I thought he was like Hawaiian or something like that. Polynesian. He's Samoan. So he's part of the bloodline. No, well, I don't know officially, his lineage to the bloodline, but he's Samoan. I did not know that. So something, you learn something every day. I learned something yesterday. He's Samoan. I'm like, shit. Really? Okay. Alright, so we'll see what happens with that. Then the Women's War Games match is official. We get that. Then we get Carlito and Dom Dom by themselves, basically getting destroyed by War Machine in 9.5 minutes. Ivar tosses Dom Dom at Carlito, and it was super effective. And then they hit the War Machine. How fitting they have a finisher after their name. Great. And they finish off Carlito, took the pin, because Dom Dom doesn't need to take the pin, right, Eddie? Oh, no, he doesn't need to take the pin, because he's my son. I know. He's a great man, he doesn't need to take pins. Yeah, but, he might be getting kicked out of the Judgment Day. Well, if he does, I'm gonna come down from heaven and kick Finn's ass! Oh, maybe. We'll see. Did you find the Dragon Ball? No! Damn it. But yeah, there's a rumor going around. If you notice that segment, Finn was really yelling at Dom. Kind of. But we'll see what happens with that. So War Machine beats Carlito and Dom Dom. And then Fiend Balor and JD McDonough come out after and jump War Machine, lay him out, basically. So, I don't know if they're gonna, that match is gonna be announced for the Survivor Series, but most likely will. So I think there's only 4 or 5 matches already announced anyway. And that's that. Then we go to, well, this will make you cry and shock you at the same time. So we had a video from Bo Dallas, and they hacked the feed once again. The 80s style stuff. And basically, Bo Dallas is there, and he looks just like Bray Wyatt. I was like, holy shit! I was like, oh my god, and I was like, he just looks exactly like Bray was talking to us. He's like, he's not dead! Follow the buzzhead! Amazing. I started crying because I legit started crying. Because I'm not saying that because I'm a pussy, oh man, should I cry? Yeah, if one of your favorite wrestlers dies, you should cry. I didn't cry on video when Daphne died. Bray, I didn't cry. I held my emotions in for Bray and Terry Funk. And the Iron Sheik, Baba. But, sometimes the waterworks come out and you can't hold it in. That's what she said. Anyway, but yeah, this promo was just amazing. Basically, Bo promises revenge on The Miz for not accepting their offer of helping him out of the pit. Miz, you don't fucked up now. So I don't know if that's gonna be a 5-on-5 Survivor Series style match. So I don't even know who that guy was. I was like all tied up. People saying it was Gacy. Like, why would that be Gacy? It makes no sense. We'll move on. Then we got a video on the Lassie bitch from Ireland, Laila Valkyria. If you want to know what's going on with her. Alright, then we go to the back. We have American Alpha of the big fat man Otis and Jack Farmer's favorite guy in the whole wide world. That's Akira Tozawa and Maxine Dupri, looking hot as always. They're in the back, they talk about Kofi Kingston! And Kofi's not sure what's going on with Xavier Woods, which kind of getting rated R, if you know what I mean. Don't get all rated R like the boy, Xavier Woods. So anyway, Xavier comes in, talks about what Killer Cross said, that the team is dead, New Day are the only ones who don't even know it. And they start arguing once again. They're like, blah, 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 blah. And then Otis, who was talking to Kofi, during that, when Xavier interrupted him, tries to play peacekeeper, tries to calm the situation down, but then Xavier starts, yelling at him for no apparent reason, and then we got a tag team match out of that next week. So it's going to be Otis and Tozawa taking on the New Day. Guess who wins that? It ain't going to be the New Day, probably. Because it's pretty much 3 days away from the 10-year anniversary of the New Day forming. So, I mean, if they don't turn them, next week, I don't give a fuck when one of them turns, or they break up. I don't give a fuck at this point. Should have done it, 2 months ago, Hunter. It just keeps going and going and going. We don't know if they're going to turn, who's going to turn. When? How? Fucking retarded. Well, we got that. That's that. Alright, then we go to the main event of Raw. Seth freaking Rollins and El Gordito Bronson Reed in match 2, Electric Boogaloo. So, the bell rings, and the Timo Bloodline, the fakest fuck Bloodline, come out. Well, minus Solo for now. So it's Jiggle Fatu, I love you, Solo! And the Girls of Destiny, Tamatanga, the Gremlin. the actual good gremlin. But, and Tonga Leoa, they come out. And then Sami Zayn and the Usos come in. They have a big, humongous brawl on the outside, goes into the crowd. Then the match actually starts. And it goes back and forth. You know, like it was at Crown Jewel. Was it Crown Jewel? Yeah, Crown Jewel, which Seth won, surprisingly. So they keep going back and forth. We get a Lion Salt and a Springboard Swanton. Gets a 1 count on El Gordito. So Seth gets in a low super kick. Then he goes up top, hits that frog splash. Not Eddie Guerrero, let's say, because that's the only one who can do it. Right, Eddie? Yeah! Okay. I only do it because nobody else can do it like me! I know. Bronson comes back with a Bling Buster for a near fall. Rollins is okay and rolls away from a tsunami attempt. Then he hits a super kick into a pedigree Hunter for a near fall. Then he hits the stomp. And then he's about to go up top. I don't know for what. Maybe a super stomp like he did at Crown Jewel. But then Solo Ibuki appears on the announce desk, distracts Seth. That leads to Bronson Reed hitting a Death Valley driver. Then the Tsunami! 1, 2, 3, he gets the win, so he gets a revenge from Crown Jewel, so it's 1-1. And that's pretty much it. And then so that's that. And then afterwards, Solo gets in the ring, and him and Bronson kind of celebrate. That's it for Raw. So Raw wasn't that bad. So I gave it 7 out of 10 stars. For what it was worth, a tape show. 7 out of 10, not bad. So we got that. Damn, a large contingent of Chase U in the audience tonight. Well, see if Andre Chase can be the most unlikeliest #1 contender to trick Willie's belt at Deadline. I have this funny feeling we might see a 3-way. Do I really want to see that? No, because I think Trick Willie will retain. Booker T, brother! Oh yeah, man! Does he always wear that blue suit? Freaking Vic Joseph in like I don't know what color that is. It's like an aquamarine, teal, Pierce. What the fuck is Booker T's like, he must have smoked one before the show. I think he does. Every show, he just goes berserk. Anyway. So we got that. Alright, now we have Fraxium walking to the ring and kind of arguing that Ben Frazier mentioned they're going to be in the Iron Survivor qualifying match, or at least he is. And then, oh boy. So they're walking and arguing, and then Gallus is behind them. Wolfgang and Barking Joe Coffey, kind of like, because remember at the end of last week's show, all the tag teams were beating the fuck out of each other. You know, just to see if they can impress Ava Raine and somebody who's going to get that title shot. So, we got that. Alright, so Ben Frazier, I think Ben Frazier's in the Iron Survivor qualifying match. That he might win, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if A-Kid's in one too. Yeah, it's an Iron Survivor qualifying match with Ben Frazier. I am the warrior. So now we see OTM, Bronco Nima, and Lucian Price on the balcony looking on. I can imagine all the other teams are somewhere scattered in the audience. Yep, there's Hank and Tank. Hank and Tank's in the crowd. I think his Tank has a freaking, like, army helmet on. Being weird. Who's he taking? Who's this guy? Who's he taking on? Is that... Oh, it's Eddie Thorpe. Ugh. DJ Nightwolf against Ben Frazier. I think Ben Frazier's gonna win this one and go do some flippy dippity doos in that men's match. Which Javon Evans and Wes Lee are in right now. So, that Iron Survivor match might be exciting as fuck. And the women's too. Because we're probably going to get Stephanie Victorious in a match tonight with Jada Parker. I think she's going to get in. Julia's definitely going to get in. Delta's going to get in. I forgot who qualified last week. I think it was Kaylani Jordan. I think. Then we have Luca Crucifino, the consigliere, the man who lives downstairs from you, because his name is Luca. My name is Luca. I live on the second floor. I live downstairs from you. And Stacks Lorenzo. So they're in the crowd as well. And we got that. All right, so NXT has started. Like I said, Ben Frazier taking on DJ Nightwolf, Eddie Thorpe, Carl Fredericks, whatever you want to call him. Should be a decent match. I think Ben Frazier's going to win this. What has Eddie Thorpe done lately? Besides lose to Lexis King? I don't know. But that's that. Alright, so that's my video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Once again, 7 out of 10 stars for Raw. And that's pretty much it. I might be back later with your NXT review. See how everything goes by in the next couple hours. I have to eat my sensible dinner, and then maybe have some quality time with the missus, and I'll get that shit done. Get shit done, like Lance Legend would say. But we'll see what happens with that, how I feel, and if I feel up to doing the video, or I might just go straight to sleep. I don't know. 'Cause I gotta work tomorrow, this whole week, basically. Tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But again, cha-ching! Then I have a day off on Sunday, because I gotta watch football. That's my day off anyway. Because I have the weekends off usually, except for this weekend. I'm gonna go back Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then pretty much I'm off till, I'm off for Thanksgiving weekend, and that's it. And I come back on that Monday. But that's pretty much it. But December, I don't work that much. I work the first 3 weeks of December, and then pretty much I'm off for the rest, most of Christmas week. I'm off the 22nd, I'm on the 23rd, I'm off my birthday, of course, I'm off Christmas, I'm off the 26th and 27th, and then pretty much, I work, the day before New Year's Eve, and I'm off on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, so. And I don't go back until January 6th, so I'm happy. Ha! Get to watch New Japan. Because I can't wait for that. I can't wait for Wrestle Kingdom's like a month and a half away. Almost 6.5, 7 weeks away. For Wrestle Kingdom 19, and Wrestle Dynasty, which is on that Sunday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. So we're gonna watch that. So, might get my, see what happens after New Year's, that unofficial first weekend of January 2025. We got a lot of wrestling to talk about. So, we'll move on for that. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, I'm Peter Joseph, signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your coot. And if you're not down with that, well, you're a bitch and a fuckboy. And if you're still not down with all that, well, me and the Prophecy and the Purge, the greatest things since sliced bread, is way better than you, and we're real, and you'll never find out who's in it, because you can kiss my ass, and we all got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! That's it. Until next time, peace, bitches.